we've got to start with obviously the news about Michelle. Just from your point of view, how much of a blow it is that?
Look, I think it's probably in this moment unfair to talk about from our perspective. It's a young footballer that's now will be on the sidelines for a long time, and I think it's not just us that are sort of heartbroken by it. I think the whole nation as well, seeing her go down in that game, and I think we all held our breath, and we don't want to lose any of the talents in the WSL. Especially, it's probably not fair to say especially a young one. It's not fair on anyone to have that much time on the sidelines taken away. So look, she's got everyone's support. We're all right behind her. She's a very switched on kid, so her mind's already set on it. So that's the one impressive thing about Mish that maybe not everyone gets to see. But yeah, mind's already on it. She'll face it head on, but she'll have a lot of support to go through it. So we'll help her throughout the journey, and I'm sure it's not just me, but I'm sure everyone around the country can't wait to see her back.
Yeah, and I'm sure you spoke to her as well. I mean, what have those conversations have been like, and what sort of words have you offered her of support?
Oh, look, there are really no words to be fair. It is a tough one. But look, she's been as good as you can be, as good as you can hope someone to be in a tough moment. So she's we quickly sent her a message after, just hoping like everyone else that it would be positive news. Unfortunately, it hasn't been. But I've spoken to her today, and she said she's okay. She feels good. And then this is just now the first start of her journey to get her back on the pitch as quickly as we possibly can.
She's had an incredible rise. I'm sure you would back that, once she's recovered, once she's done what she's going to have to do in the next few months, which is going to be tough, she will reach the heights that she's already reached.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's, even though you're off, it is still a chance to, you still can improve, you still can find other ways, and we'll try to do that with her to keep her, engaged, to keep her learning, to keep her that. So mentally, we can still, even though physically we might not be able to, especially at the start and through the journey of her rehab and that progress, but we can still keep her, mind growing and learning as a young player, which she was. She's still a very, very young talent, very good young player that still has a lot of potential that we were seeing each week. She was growing and getting better and learning through the experiences of playing and coming up against good opponents. So now we'll have to find another means off the pitch how to do that, so that physically we know that she'll come back, she'll put everything into her rehab, but then we can also help her mentally as well. So when she comes back, it'll be like she hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah, and what happens, do you think, now for the rest of the season? I mean, obviously an Arsenal player, but on loan with you guys. So how do you share that responsibility?
Look, I'm not too sure. So the clubs, they will be in talk, and then they'll figure out what's best. So that's all we want is, and I'm sure her family will also have those discussions. So I think at the moment, she'll have full support from us, from Arsenal, and I'm sure from the Lionesses as well.
How have the rest of the squad come back from the international break?
No, look, everyone thankfully has come back good. A little bit tired from the games and from the trips, but all in really good spirits. So yeah, we had a session today, and we'll have one more tomorrow, and then we'll be ready to go on Sunday.
What have you made of Carla Camacho so far, and I guess how much more of an opportunity might she get now going forward?
Yeah, look, she's good. She's another young player that hasn't really played a lot. She was another one that unfortunately suffered an ACL not too long ago and has been recovering, coming back from that. So hasn't played an awful amount of football in her young career, but young player again with a lot of potential. So there will be opportunities now for her. She's had some good showings, especially against Arsenal at the Emirates, where I think she was played a good game, but still a lot of things that we can help her with and without the ball that she's learning. So she'll be another player that we hope that, given time and given the opportunities and the experiences, that she should get better and better as well.
You've been close on so many occasions against some of the top teams this season. Manchester United next. How do you view it, and how do you view what you can take in from some of the performances, perhaps like Arsenal away?
Look, you take confidence. I think you take learnings, from different scenarios within games. How we responded at the Emirates. That was positive, but hopefully we can learn as well that first 15-ish or so minutes that we need to be better. That we need to try get into a game quicker, and then it might have been a different day. So we're looking forward to it. We'll be back home. It's after an international break, so there's not too long to get everyone together and get ready, and we know we've got a good opponent in front of us that have started the season well. But we had a good game last season when we played them at home, so we look forward to another good game on Sunday.
And how much can the supporters perhaps make the difference?
No, look, heaps. They've been tremendous for us from last season, and also they've carried it on into this season where we've got. Even at Arsenal, we had a good contingency of fans there that were loud. We could hear them, even surrounded by the Arsenal supporters. So, we need them out there with us as well on Sunday. We need them every single match day. They've turned out for us, and hopefully we can repay that with a good performance and hopefully 3 points.